guess we're just going to start off where we left off.
Yeah.
I'm holding my phone because I wrote a bunch of stuff down that we need to talk about. Because so much has happened in such a short amount of time. But I don't know, when you sit back and think about it, it's not really that short of an amount of time.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
We uploaded that last video in
Feels like a
December.
short amount of time. Cause
it was like November, December.
Really? Was it?
Yeah.
So much has just happened since then that it's been really... I'm so sorry.
We just got off work a little while ago.
Yeah.
It's been a few hours now, but
it's definitely bedtime.
It's Monday too.
Anyway, so I guess we'll just start where we left off, like we said. Last time that we uploaded a video, we were living with some roommates. And, so we moved in with them in November. And, when January rolled around, we'll just say that some miscommunications happened. And we made the decision to get our own place because in that short amount of time, we decided that it just wasn't working there.
Roommates too, man. Sometimes roommates they're just not the right choice.
I mean, we thought it was at the time, but it just ended up being not a good situation all around. Then, before we moved out of there, we started having a lot of problems with our dog, Cash. He had become really aggressive towards their daughter, towards my nieces and my nephew, and any other dog. Like, he got really, really aggressive with their dog. Even after living with her for 3 months, he just all of a sudden...
it's like something snapped and he was just done.
And when we moved, we tried to bring him with us to our new place. And he was the same way. He was snapping at my nieces, snapping at my nephew. There was a few stray dogs that are in our neighborhood, and I couldn't even let him go outside to potty without him trying to attack another dog. And we just decided that it wasn't the best, our living situation right now, and where my nieces and nephews stay with me a lot, that we weren't the best fit for him anymore. Which we've had Cash since he was 3 weeks old. Like, we bottle fed him, we raised him. We've had him he's almost 4 now. And I guess just with his old age,
something just snapped. I don't really know what happened. He was fine, and then he just wasn't.
We decided that the best thing for him would be to go and stay with my brother, where he wouldn't be around a lot of kids or other dogs, where he could just be with just him.
And he does really good. We see him a bunch.
Yeah, we see him
a couple times a week. They only live not that far away from us.
But yeah, it was a really hard decision we had to make. It was a lot of arguing back and forth of, well, I don't want him to go, but it's probably the best thing for him. Well,
it was hard, and we tried to make it work. We tried so hard.
I tried everything I could in my power to make him.
We looked up videos on how to get the aggressiveness out of a dog. We tried everything, and
nothing was working with him. He just wasn't having anything. He just is so hateful.
He's stuck in his ways.
He definitely is now. Like I said, I don't know. He used to be fine. He could be around other dogs, other kids.
He grew up around the kids, so it was just so weird.
He grew up around other dogs.
Yeah.
Like, it never made sense to me. I don't know. I don't know where... When we lived in Florida, we didn't have him for a little while. We didn't have him for a few months because we were trying to... Because we were living with her dad, we couldn't have him there with us because her dad had...
So many other
dogs already.
And we knew he didn't get along with male dogs, and
at that point it was just males.
It's always been males. He's never gone along with other male dogs,
then it started to be females.
And any dog.
Any dog. But we just decided that that was probably the best situation for him. Because I know a lot of people are wondering about that. Let's see.
We had our anniversary in February.
Mm-hmm.
3 years.
Yeah. We'll eventually show you guys the house. It's just been hectic and crazy, and there's always people here and stuff going on. And
there's always a lot going on. That's why we haven't had time to do this. Because there's just been so much going on.
We were still working at the same place.
We still are.
When we moved here, we both got jobs at this place, and Destiny started in September.
I started September 30th.
And then
October 1st, basically.
I started at the end of October.
Mm-hmm. It took a little while to get her on.
We're still there. Like, we love that place. I just became basically
a higher up position.
Head of my department, I guess. If you want to call it that. We can't really go into detail of what we do. I know I've had a lot of people ask what we're doing for work right now, but I mean, we can't really discuss it because of the type of work we're doing. Yeah. That's not coming from us, it's coming from our bosses.
Yep.
So, but our job went on a 3-month shutdown from March to June because of COVID.
It was an indefinite shutdown, but we were only shut down for 3 months.
Yeah.
When we got shut down, we just didn't know, like, when it would become open again, you know.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And in that last week of the shutdown,
the week
before the shutdown, my mom passed away.
The day before our last day.
Yeah, that Thursday. And we were
got
supposed to work out Friday.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything COVID related. They said that basically that her lungs just filled with fluid, and that's what caused her to pass. But it was just all of a sudden, like, nothing was even wrong.
She was asleep.
She was cooking. She cooked dinner.
Yeah, she had cooked dinner, sat down, fell asleep on her phone, and it just
happened.
There was no struggling, no suffering. It just went.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah, that was really tough. And then that's when Corona was going on, and when we were trying to, have her services, they were saying, she had to get another Corona test, even though she had been tested that week before everything happened. And once that came back, we could actually, it pushed her funeral out like another 5 days. And then we had the funeral, and then they told us only 10 people could be there. But they were nice enough to, as long as there was just 10 people in the building at a time, we could all be there.
Oh, we all had to. No, they didn't require masks.
They didn't require masks, yeah. That was before.
That was before the mandatory masks went into effect in the state. But, that's been really hard. We've been struggling.
That's definitely hard,
with that, yeah. And then, I mean, we were shut down on a quarantine for 3 months after that.
Which I was kind of thankful for, because coping with that was really hard, and Dana would have been gone indefinitely. I know I would have tried to go back to work, but it was still really hard.
Yeah, we spent the rest of the quarantine at home with my nieces and nephews were staying with us, because at that point they were still doing NTI work. So they were staying. My sister was working, so they were staying with us, and we were helping them with their NTI work during the week and watching them for her. And it also just helping them cope too. I mean,
yeah.